Alright, welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode 278. Yeah, it's 278. Now, this one I'm discussing the newest episode of the series, which is episode 1044, Clutch. It's, let's see if I can get this right. It is Clutch, a demon incarnate Robin. Yes, and this covers pages 5 through 17 of the manga. So basically, a good chunk of this episode focused on the battle between Nico Robin and Broke taking on Black Mari and her goons. And a little bit in the outside, I'll get to the ending of the episode, but this episode, good gosh, like the whole fight this thing is, it takes up almost the entire episode, except for the last like 3 or 4 minutes. So we started with the last time where you have Nico Robin's like big giant form getting tangled in Mario's webs. So Mario proceeds to take out a set of brass knuckles. Yes, brass knuckles, and she proceeds to beat the living crap out of the beautiful Nico Robin. Yep, and basically poking fun of her name. And this goes back and forth. There's also flashbacks to a little bit of the stuff from Annie's lobby, like when Luffy was telling her, say she wants to live. And there's also stuff with her and Odorhop. Great stuff here and great character work. I like the anime included a lot of stuff from those particular arcs. The way they did it, it's so good. After all that time, it's like, oh, you think all about, she goes, Black Man's bragging about the poneglyphs, and you don't need arms, you don't need hands or feet. You're just basically a tool. And there's a brief glimpse of Crocodile here. Yes, Crocodile makes a quick cameo in this arc. Yes, as an illusion. Yes, Crocodile. Who, by the way, does make an appearance after this arc wraps up, by the way. Yep. And I guess that she decided to get... And we see a new flashback here. Yeah, this is brand new stuff here that's not been seen before in the series. We see a flashback of her time with the Revolution Army. I'm like, that's interesting because normally at this point in time, they had only been exploring stuff with Luffy during a time skip. I think this is the first episode that explored Robin's time when she was with the time skip because in terms of the anime, the only character who explored what they did during the time skip was Luffy. He was the only one. And you might be thinking, that's kind of weird. And you got Nico Robin now? At this point in time, we now kind of explore a little bit of what she did during the 2-year time skip. After how many years since the time skip happened? It's been several years, and now we see in the anime? Okay, so we have it where we have Sabo, Cola, basically a little girl who was saved by Team when she was a kid, and, of course, Hack. Hack, by the way, this actually is the first time anybody's seen this character since Dressrosa. Though it's a flashback. I would not be surprised when they dub this episode. Excuse me, they bring back his dub actor here. So, I'll talk about basically using palms for her technique. So, basically, you have Kulia and Sabo basically teaching her about special technique with the palms, and she's happy to take it. And then we see her in present day, where basically she forms like a version of the Maflor and makes a giant hand to smash the ceiling and put out all that fire that Black Mari may have, like, oh, she blamed her for all the destruction stuff she did. And then one of the creepiest moments of the episode happens. And I love what they do within the anime. Nico Robin turns into a demon. A giant demon. Which, by the way, it's like they pulled this sequence out of Fantasia. Yes, seriously, they pulled this out of Fantasia. You know that giant black demon that pops up in that cartoon from the 50s? It's like Toei took inspiration from that movie for this scene. Where we see the demonic version. But by the way, in case you're curious, so what is the name of this move? This is Demonico Fleur. Yes, this weird move Like, this apparently is her going giant size and demonic, where she proceeds to creep out Black Maria, where she uses her, or it's like 10, like, it seems like 10,000 hands. Almost like, wait, is this turning into a tentacle hentai? With all the hand stuff? Is she gonna basically strip Black Maria naked? No. She proceeds to hold her, grab every single bit of her, and then pick her up, and then break her in half. Break all of her limbs, not just her arm, all of her legs. And meanwhile, though, Broken basically had put up a wall to give Robin a space. And of course, Black Maria is like, before all this happened with the monks, they're like, oh, he's running away? No, he basically is giving her space so they don't see exactly what happens next. So then they see, like, and of course, her ladies, her henchwomen, see what's going on, like, oh crap, it's a demon. And then they get froze by Brooke. Yep. And of course, Black Maria is beaten. She is done. And you're probably thinking, is this the end of Black Maria for this arc with this particular episode? And the answer is yes, she is 100% done. Yep, she is done. Oh yeah, she's done. There is nothing left for her to do. Yeah, this character is effectively been defeated, and she's not coming back. This was her last appearance in the series. In the manga, by the way, this was adapting chapter 1021. Yeah, this came out, like, the actual chapter, in case you're curious to how long ago did it come out? Like, 1 year and 3 months ago. That's how long the chapter came out. So she's been defeated in the manga now for a year. Yeah, so she is done. She has been defeated. Yes. So basically, this fight is all wrapped up. Robin collapses in Brooke's arms, and that's it for that. And basically, and in case you're curious though, until basically the arc officially wraps up, is this officially the end of Nico Robin for this particular arc? You might ask. Yeah, if you're curious though, like, well, for this point of the series, well, she's absent for the next couple of chapters, but her involvement in the arc, it's like very minimal at best. Yes, it's like anything big is kind of wrapped up at this point, but there's still more for her for this arc. And then the episode ends. We cut back to Luffy on the island of Wano, where he's continuing eating all the food that Caraba brought him. And of course, Crew's asking about Trafalgar Law, like he's fine. And then the episode ends with Momoshiki asking Shinobu to turn him into an adult. And they kind of argument, and of course that's what he wants to do, and that's how the episode ends. But yeah, what a damn good episode. I loved it. It was awesome. Good job, Toei. This was fantastic. I loved it. Alright, now moving on to the newest chapter of the manga. Chapter 1069. All things are brought into this world with hope. First we have the cover story with Jarmus 66. An Emotionless Incursion, Volume 26. Lone Shark King, The Food, Charitable Research Lab for Peace, Mads. Probably a flashback. But yeah, that's your cover story for you. Yes, the debut of this guy here. So chapter starts off basically where Alice has been knocked down by Cypherpole. And of course, like, Era's shocked about that Rob Luffy's like, Pigeon Guy, what are you doing here? He's like, this is a government island. Good point, we're the ones to be here. Come on, let's get out of here. And of course, Luffy basically really wants to fight Rob Lucci. It is trying to kill those dastardly villains. I guess it's Kaku. And Juri Bonnie too. But don't attack him, Lucci. Now, that Straw Hat is one of the four emperors. We can't fight without approval from above. take Bonnie, Jinbei. Careful. Each emperor has an entire operation meeting. This could lead to war. Inform Navy Woods. Hey. And of course, Atlas is down. Like, this messed up skip from earlier. I understand it'll be bad to fight, however. Chopper, keep her out. I think it may be more Frankie's alley. Don't interfere with this. This is a terminator. But she made sure we had plenty to eat. And we cut to Navy headquarters where the fleet admiral was like, the Straw Hats are egghead? Why? Like, you see? Things are complicated again. Doesn't mean take a lurk or CBO planning. Yes, and it seems they barged into the island in response. It's a declaration of war if those brats... At this point, I wish those brats would talk to us first. They're like, if Vegapunk recruited the Straw Hat side, they would lose out a major resource of combat power. Where's Kasuru, who's already away Egahao prior to the operation? Tell Lucci to wait for the Navy to arrive. Yes, sir. Do not let him battle with Straw Hats. And, of course, he's battling Straw Hats. Of course, then you have Chopper carrying Bond, and you have G-Man carrying Atlas. Hey, take it easy, Luffy. How's the incident? Who's that? Did Rob Lucci always look like that? Quite a rare specimen, astonishing. Usually case of wings exotic powers. And we see a new form for him. His cat fruit leopard leopard awakened form. Yeah, it's a slightly different look than when he last used his like way back in Annie's lobby. Yeah, the very move that he went to when Luffy battled him, and he got defeated. And of course, like Sheikah, and I think if I'm right, Sheikah has a warrior right appeared. Whoa, it's a real Vegapunk. We were just there seconds ago. Tell me, what is this transformation of the Straw Hats exactly? We don't know either. Is this Gungan power? Yeah, and of course, Luffy goes to his Gear 5, which is Nika the Sun God. Yep. Nika, never heard of it. Yeah, this is basically Nami's first time she's seen this mode because Luffy debuted this look when he was fighting Kaido. Yes. You wouldn't have. It's the name is erased from historical record. And then we have a bunch of spreads here. We have basically like a multi-page spread. Of course, Luffy's sure into this, and of course he ends up fighting, of course, Rob Lucci, and it's like every different power has positive evolution someone desired, and of course, continued fights, fight, and then of course, Shintaro shows up. Yes, last time he was seen in the series was way back in Return to Sabaody. Yeah, that was last time he was seen. He's like, Punk, what am I doing here? Saipo are friends, pirate enemies, so I'm helping out Saipo, right? Not in the case, Santaro. CPO's turning my life, in fact. What? Can you tell me? You want me to turn traitor? And then we see his new pacifistas, which one looks like Boa Hancock, one looks like a young version of Jinbei, and apparently the one looks like Hawks. Yes, we have 3 new pacifistas here. And by the way, they're classified as Hawk, Snake, and I don't remember the other ones. I think it's supposed to be Bear. Yep. And of course, like SS Bear basically goes out. And apparently the Pacifist Authority have got higher authority than them. Yeah, apparently that, get this, the Pacifist has higher authority than CP5. So we destroy a Seraphim that's blowing cover by property. You think it's... And of course, Luffy still fight him. Oh. Okay, so the Jinbei one is called S-Shark. Yes, Shark. I imagine if Luffy saw the Snake one, which, by the way, it was pointed out, though, I think by one of Hancock's people, that it looks like Hancock. And, yeah, it does. It's got her earrings and everything. Except he's shorter, like a child version of her. And, of course, yeah, everyone's, like, running away. And of course, Luffy's like, "Hey, Axe Boy, long time no see. Don't call me the name of my weapon, Straw Hat. We're enemies, so you can help Punk escape, huh? Yeah, he asked us to. Is it cool? It's cool. I was supposed to be sure enough. But here you're an emperor now, so you got a weird look going on. And then we see Rob Lucci come in, doing a hand pistol, putting like almost like a slice to Snobu, and of course like Axe Boy. It's only easy to erase their control tower. Now follow yours, Seraphim. And that's the chapter. Damn, that's ballsy. You bring back a character who's not been seen in several years, and you nearly kill him off. And thank God that Atlas didn't get killed, because Luffy can tell she looks like she's still alive, but hopefully she get fixed. And of course, asking Chopper, like, okay, it'd be fine because Chopper helped people. Like, this is more Frankie's alley. So, good. I think this is probably going to... I think in the case of Jury Bonnie, this is probably something that Big Up probably asked him to do. But in the case of Atlas, this is probably so Atlas can owe him a favor. Yes, can owe him a favor for saving one of his clones. Which is so awesome. Great chapter. I give it a whopping 10 out of 10. It is really good. Yep. Yeah, so, excuse me. That's the episode review. Stay tuned for tomorrow for my reviews for Kamen Rider, possibly Comic Corner, and first anime I hope I do tomorrow is going to be Bleach. Okay? Next video. Bye.